Morning.
Everybody smile.
Squad goals.
Squad goals.
Alright.
Squad.
Cody. Microphones.
That's what it should have
Is
said.
mine up?
Is it working?
No, it's working.
Giant mosquito bites.
It doesn't
Sucks.
deter
My
me.
parents went to a bonfire yesterday, and my
They
mom's
turned it on a
legs
little
were
bit, but we're fine. You guys can
covered
hear
in
us, right?
mosquito bites. I'm like,
Yeah, okay. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the first ever convention reviews panel.
It's 10 a.m.
Super organized.
Yeah, super duper organized. We have no idea what we're doing at all. So I'm glad you guys decided to come to this
We'll just
instead of
find
a
out the
Ghibli premiere.
Yeah,
Mistake.
you're really missing out.
Yeah, mistake number one. But welcome. I am Cody, and I run the convention reviews channel. I do all the convention reviews. I do all the like recording, editing, posting, pretty much everything. Honestly.
head.
And I'm also part of Weekday One Up, if any of you guys watch that, and the Comicast, our little podcast that we do.
Remember to point it up.
And yeah, that's me.
Want me next?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I'm Dakota. How you doing? You can call me Mr. Director if you want. I'm from all that stuff. We did one of the Comicast, whatnot, and I do about 5% of the work.
You do a good job at.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
That 5% he does though is quality.
It's quality. It's quality.
Quality 5%.
Oh, is it our turn?
Wow.
Someone go first, buddy?
Wow.
Oh, I'm Xavier, also known as Shaq King of all sports, and I am Cody's senpai.
Oh, okay.
You got it recorded, man. You got it recorded.
Oh my god, I did. I admitted it.
I don't know. I just walk around with them. That's my job.
He's our bodyguard.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
he's the
security.
bodyguard.
There you go.
He's our sports guy.
I'm Drew. They call me Drew Bidoo on
Drooby dooby doo.
social media or whatever. I just go with Cody. I'm kind of like what Xavier does. I just hang around.
We
Cody's
also.
getting me into.
Yeah, he's thinking about
video
starting vlogs and just starting up an Instagram called IRL_Pharrell. Because he
Shout out.
cosplays Pharrell.
editing.
Yeah.
But
so-
yeah, that's all I do. I just basically just go around. Me and Cody used to work together, and now I'm here with them.
Yeah, he
Right.
didn't even watch
Yeah.
anime. He didn't like care about anime at
Yeah,
all.
I was a
like,
loser. a
hey,
couple
come to
years
this
ago.
con. And then that was totally different. But all right, guys. So this is pretty much just supposed to be like a Q&A type panel. So if anybody has any questions, I hope please raise your hand and we'll pick people. If not, it's just gonna get kind of awkward in here. So
Xavier, what's your question?
What size shoe do you wear?
that's confidential.
Xavier, I have one question for you.
Oh,
What are those?
All right. Does anybody have any questions or anything they want to say? Statements? Anything?
How old are
How old are we?
well.
You want to go down the line?
Start with me.
Don't start with me. I'm
He's
the
the
oldest
youngest right here.
No, I'm the
You're the
oldest.
oldest.
You're the oldest, okay.
He's the youngest.
I'm 22 years old.
I'm also 22 years old.
I'm the oldest.
Are you?
Yeah, I mean, not less than a year, but I'm 23.
Oh crap, you did just turn 23.
Yeah, I did. I'm
Dang.
an old guy.
I'm 20.
You're
Squad.
20?
He's a baby.
I
as
told
well.
Xavier,
you,
you
I'm
broke
the
the
oldest.
teens? When did you break the teens?
I broke them a long time ago.
A long time ago, like a couple of months.
No, get out of town. I just got that December birthday. I'm always late.
That December birthday.
I'm October.
Hello.
I'm a week before all of
Welcome to the
them.
panel.
But I was also a week late, so I procrastinated life.
Nice.
I was like, nah, not yet. 5 more minutes.
So is everyone enjoying the panel? Or not the panel, let's just start. The con this weekend, did everyone have a good time?
Yes.
That's awesome. I'm glad nobody...
You can
nobody's
tell
shaking
because
it
everyone's
off.
like, yes, I'm tired.
Yeah, I don't want to be here
They're
because I
like,
want to be in
why am I
bed.
here?
Worn out.
Yeah, I want to be in bed right now.
I know.
Yeah.
I
Any
saw
other?
you last night.
Yeah, we saw you at the burlesque show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
twerking.
You almost won
I was
it.
like, oh, you should have won.
Almost took home
Like
the
if it wasn't
gold.
4th of July, you would have won.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably it.
Yeah.
Wonder what she got.
I don't know.
Probably like $5 and some change.
$5 in change.
In change.
Yeah.
I really
it's
hope it
all
was just
nickels.
like a trophy of like somebody
That'd be
twerking.
cool.
You
A
press a
butt.
little button and
It's just a butt.
it's just a, just
You
a
get a
butt.
golden butt.
It's just the golden butt. I would covet that prize.
Put it up on a mantle.
I have it in a case. I get a shadow box from work.
Get a shadow box. Yeah, I've got a golden butt.
My kids would ask in 20 years, "What's that, Dad?" Well, you see, son.
Let me show you.
I shook my butt in front of the crowd, and I won.
Let me take you to the strip club.
No, I was just gonna show him right there. I still got the skills. No.
How
Yeah,
do you
I
think
just
to make your mother?
perfected it. Oh,
I've seen
okay.
Cody. You don't got the skills.
No, I don't. It's really bad. Hey, what's up?
How you doing, man? I like your hat.
All right. Anybody else have any questions or anything? What's up?
What's your favorite con that you've been to and your least favorite con?
Favorite and least favorite. You want to go down the
Is
list?
that for both? Okay. My favorite that I've been to, this will probably be both for me and him.
Yeah.
Well, I know his least favorite. I didn't go to that one. My favorite is definitely UmaCon 2014, last year.
Yeah, last year, UmaCon.
I
Have any of you guys been to UmaCon?
No.
watch this
No?
guy's review of it.
Oh my gosh, you have to go.
You have got to get to UmaCon.
When they open up the room block this year, jump on that if you got the money for another con.
Ignore
Get your
that it's in
schedule.
Detroit. Ignore that it's because you don't.
Well, it's not even bad.
Yeah, because you're in the GM building. You don't even realize that you're in the Detroit. Because even if you, when you leave to go to the convention center, you're in a tram for like 10 minutes, if that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's got two buildings that are like 10 minutes away from each other, but you take a people mover, like a monorail, and you go up across the city and it takes you there. They've got like discounted prices for it. It's a really cool con. Like the building is super, it just looks really futuristic. It's very cool, especially for someone like me who wants to record, because anything I record just looks good immediately. Like I don't even have
At
to try.
UmaCon. At UmaCon.
Well, yeah, at UmaCon. Normally it's the opposite, but
My least favorite con is probably Anime Crossroads this year, and I wasn't even there the whole time.
what's your least favorite that you went to for the whole time?
For the whole time.
Because he was only there for a couple hours.
I was only the whole time.
You not had a bad experience?
I haven't had any bad experiences at a con. I guess if I really had to pick one, it would. What was the one that we went to? We gave it a 6.
You weren't at any of them, I guess.
I don't know. I only go to the good ones.
All right, awesome.
Maybe Crossroads 2013.
Maybe. Oh, that hurts your heart.
That one I like that one.
My favorite was UmaCon, like we said. I just love that convention. I could really talk about it for this entire panel, but I won't do that. And my least favorite was IkasuCon. I don't know if anyone's ever been there.
That was not.
I never
But-
even heard of it.
Hmm?
I never even heard of it.
Good.
Well, it's in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and it's mostly just people from Fort Wayne who go there. So I'm not surprised that you haven't heard of it. But and then I don't know. It wasn't a bad con by
Yes,
any
it was.
means. Oh, well, who thinks it was? Like it was enjoyable. We had fun, didn't we?
I don't
Do you
remember.
remember any fun?
I remember looking for fun. Looking for it.
Never
finding
had.
it. Never had.
Looking for
Well,
fun.
I had a good time, but it wasn't as good a time as I have at other cons. And then the other one, which I know is yeah, we had a lot of fun with Rock Band. The other one that I didn't love, but I'm going back to this year because I've heard it got a lot better, and some of you might have been because it's really close, is Ramen Con, which when I went, I didn't love it. Like, it wasn't bad again, but I'm really excited to go back this year because I heard that they fixed some of the things that I didn't like, and I just want to see how it is.
It's a smaller con, right?
Yeah, it's another small one. Drew?
My favorite con that I've been to is probably Matsuri Con in Ohio. So that was my first con, so I kind of got nostalgia for it. It was
Yeah.
a really good time. I had a good time, and that kind of like broke. I mean, bro, I hadn't watched one anime, and Cody made me come to that con. He's like, dude, you gotta come see this, man.
Yeah.
We were working together.
He was like, do I have to know anime? I was like, no, you play games and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
because I've
we'll be
always
alright.
played games. But I went there, I had a great time. And then as soon as that, I think that's when I started watching FMA. And
Yeah, he was there, and I kept pointing out all these different like characters. I was like, oh, that's that. Oh, look at all this Attack on Titan, because that's when Attack on Titan had just started, was when he went. So you didn't see the cosplay everywhere.
Yeah, that
So
was
we were
like
really
one person.
excited, and I was like, look at that. And he didn't know anything. And then like the next year when we went back to Matsuri Con, he was pointing stuff out to me that I had no idea what it was.
Yeah.
Like he got deep in, and I was like, dude, how do you know what that is? He's like, you haven't watched that? Are you
Dude,
crazy?
Man, it's become an obsession. Anime's awesome. Yeah, I'd have to say Matsuri Con definitely. But this con was awesome. It's probably second.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
didn't
had a
go
good
to
time
UmaCon
this
with
year.
you guys. I
Yeah.
plan to go this year.
Don't
But
back out again.
I won't back why I couldn't go last time.
I thought
She's
it was-
coming?
Oh, my grandma last time.
Oh.
Yeah, your gran- yeah.
I was like, you're telling me this now?
If your grandma needs help, you're just gonna say it. Sorry,
No, grandma, I can't help you out.
Can't help you.
That's
But,
pretty mean, man. That's your
Sorry,
grandma.
Grandma, you're
Yeah, that's a
screwed.
cold shoulder. But
Least favorite?
it's gonna be a Kasu card. That was, I just didn't have a good time.
It was small. We don't not like small cons by any means. It just wasn't
No,
organized.
Small
Not a lot
cons are
going
not
on.
bad. I just honestly can't remember anything good except I bought a ring there that I really liked.
I remember getting angry a
And
lot.
I went to Rock Band. I mean, we played Rock Band because that's
We
all
played
had to
Rock
do.
Band
It
pretty
was
much
just
the
like,
whole
we're
time.
bored, let's go play Rock
I
Band.
mean, we did like vlogs, music videos, and reviews and everything for that con. So if you want to go watch it and see,
Check it
you
out.
can.
And we played
I mean,
it up.
You'll see us get mad a little bit because we just keep getting aggravated with things, the way it was run and stuff.
Is he kind of the one where some guy took over on your videos? He was like staying on Rock Band, and you guys really wanted to play with him. You guys
Yeah.
came back, he was still on there.
Yeah, but
Oh
I mean
my
that
God.
wasn't the con's fault. But yeah, that guy wouldn't leave at all.
That guy.
We barely got
That
in.
guy.
We tried to break in there and get with him, but then he was like, "Yeah, I'm playing."
Like, this is Viking now.
But yeah, definitely Kasu.
That's also the one where we ended up having a DJ sleep in our room randomly in the rave. Like,
Cody's always inviting random people to his room.
I didn't invite him.
Oh, yeah.
Someone else invited him, and they were like, "Hey, can he stay in our room?" And I was like,
Sure.
"I guess."
Background check.
Yeah. Well, he gave me a free CD afterwards, so I was like, "Okay, cool."
Alright.
And I used some of the stuff for music videos for cons. So he told me I could.
What a
Royalty
guy.
free.
What about Xavier?
Oh,
Your
shoot.
long list of cons that you've been to.
I've only I had a great time at this one.
Is this your favorite?
I don't know.
You were
Take
going hard.
nostalgia out of the picture.
You were going hard at the rave the other night.
Yeah, I didn't even know you at the rave.
I
You
went
were
to,
like a jaguar.
Dude elbowed
He
me in the
didn't-
head.
Yeah, he hit us.
We were not his friends.
I was like, Xavier.
He's like, they're only enemies here.
I don't know. It's got to be a tie between this one and probably my first one, which was
Crossroads.
Crossroads.
2013.
that first one. Just because it's your
That was
first
the year
one.
after the good year.
Yeah.
That's your first one, so you're just like, man.
I
this
mean,
is
that's
cool.
one of the cons I remember the most is the first con I ever went to. Even though it was
I just
tiny.
remember going and being like,
Actually, for me, the third, which was
like, look at all this stuff. I hit the dealer's room, was like,
Awesome.
I need to buy all of this. I haven't even
Yeah.
watched this show, but it's cool.
Yeah.
I figured out my worst con for when you're done.
Okay. Cool. What's
But
your worst con?
My least one was Crossroads this year.
In 1 year, it went from your favorite to your worst.
Man, it was so bad. Oh my god.
They got under new ownership, and I don't think that they did anything wrong. They probably just, it was their first time running it, so.
It was like, it's just so, everything felt like it was set last minute. That's what it
Yeah.
felt like to me.
Well, they had wrote me after I did the review for it and everything, and they said that they had a lot of staff leave. They were gonna have a game room, then the people for the game room ended up backing out, so they ended up having no game room. Like, they had a lot of bad things happen. It wasn't really all their fault, but it didn't turn out well. What was your least favorite?
Indianapolis Comic Con of this year.
Oh, I wasn't even counting those.
Oh, yeah.
I'm counting because it's a con. We went.
Indie Comic Con?
Indie Comic Con of this year.
If
was-
we're counting those, then PopCon.
PopCon, it wasn't that. I was still going.
PopCon last year, I think
PopCon.
you-
PopCon wasn't that great. I admit that.
All right. Anybody else have any questions that you want to ask?
That was a good question. Thanks.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
great
that was a
question.
good question.
Good start.
What's up?
What age were each of you when you went to your first con?
That's an awesome question. Oh my god, I gotta think now.
Uh-oh, this is not a strong suit.
Well, that's actually a story. I was still in high school because I had to go an extra half a year of high school because
We started cons really late. Just
Yeah.
so you know.
I'm whipping out the calendar.
So I
gotta
think we
figure
were
this
both
out.
19.
I think I was either, I might have been 18. Or we might have been 18, dude.
2011. What's
We were
What's
18 or
five-
19.
what's?
My
Yeah, we were 18.
18. That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
No, we were 19. We were 19. For sure. Yeah, because I'm gonna be 23 this year.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. It's not been that long. So yeah, the both of us
I'm
were
gonna be 23
19.
this year.
Yeah. But yeah, so we started a lot later than a lot of people do.
Oh my God.
We didn't even know about cons. And my brother came to me because he was gonna go to Anime Crossroads, which was the first con that we went to, me and him. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to this anime convention, and you can't come." So, yeah, and I was like, "Wait, why not?" And I told Dakota, and I was like, "Let's go." And we were like, "Can we stay in your room?" He's like, "No, I'm serious." I thought he was kidding. He's like, "I'm serious. You're not coming." He's like, "You're gonna ruin my time. I just want to hang out with my friends." He's being a punk. So we went and got our own room. They're like, "Screw you."
That's the only time that's ever happened.
And he was so mad. He was like, "Are you serious? Why are you going? You're not allowed to go." And we were like,
I'm loud.
yeah. We were like, "We're paying for our own room. Are you joking?" And we got in like a big fight over it. But I don't understand still what that was about. It was really out of character for him. But, so, yeah, we went and that started everything. I can't imagine if I wouldn't have gone to that con. My life would be completely different right now. I may have never even went to a con if I didn't go to that one, because I didn't really have that much interest. I didn't know what they were.
I remember being really excited for that con because I had just looked up the guest list. And the first name I saw was Vic Mignogna, and not even kidding, I had just finished FMA. Brotherhood.
Oh yeah, we were
And I was like,
excited
we were all on that
for
hype
Vic
train.
and Todd just because we
Yeah,
had literally
so-
watched FMA Brotherhood.
And I remember seeing Vic, and I've never told anybody this.
Okay.
So it's the first tier. My reaction when I saw Vic was going was this for about a straight minute. I did that by myself.
Oh no! Go get it.
You lost your one
No,
up.
no one
Yeah.
I lost my one.
This was actually made for us by
Claire.
Claire
yeah,
right over there.
over here in the crowd.
Taco Ice Cream on Twitter. She needs followers.
Much
Not
appreciated.
Twitter, it's Instagram.
Yeah,
Instagram.
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 That
too.
one.
Gosh, what a mess up.
Follow her on the gram.
Are they well?
They're working.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
That's sound for your video.
All right, what age were you guys?
Well, Xavier, you just did some research.
I couldn't find it. It's lost.
I think I was just about to turn 21, so I'm gonna say 20.
20?
Yeah, I
That
was
sounds
20.
right.
Because we were working at Kroger.
That was Monster.
That was a bad time.
Yeah, you were. Oh my God.
Working at Kroger.
If you need a job,
Don't go
Don't
there.
find
bro.
something.
Don't go there.
But
Uh,
yeah, I think that's right because I went at 19, is what you said,
Yeah.
and then it was like the next year.
Yeah.
You might have been older than that, dude, because you're older than me. I don't know.
You were probably 21.
I mean, it was either about to be 21 or 20, so that.
Because Monster Eats in the summer.
Yeah. So he started off really late too, but he didn't watch anime, so.
Nope.
Xavier.
2 years ago, I think.
Crossroads 2013.
That's
Because they didn't have one in 14.
So I was 18 or 19.
Something like that.
Something like
So we all started around the same age. I mean, late. All right.
Yeah, I wish we would have got into it sooner.
Anyone have any more
Yeah,
questions?
thanks a lot, Cody. It took forever to get
Questions? Do I have to be like a teacher and just point and say, ask?
What's up?
What was the most awkward thing at any convention?
Oh, man.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, we'll watch our story times. We'll talk
Oh.
about a lot of stuff.
We got another one coming up that I told last night. Soonish. It was the guy at Milwaukee. this
Yeah,
year.
Anime Milwaukee.
I watched that.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
So if
yeah.
you haven't watched that story,
You were with us, yeah?
Oh,
Xavier
Pinocchio.
wasn't. Pinocchio.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
Pinocchio. Gotcha.
Pinocchio.
Nope.
Basically, this guy was just,
Okay.
I don't know, he was really creeperish, like trying to touch girls and like
He
mess
touched
with
me.
them and everything. And he did touch him.
Well, see, he touched on Katie, and then he was like, I touch everybody, and I was like, I
Yeah,
don't.
we were like, do you?
And it was really starting to heat up, and I was like, touch me, just ease this tension.
And he did it. It was just so hard because it was really weird because he didn't feel like a creeper, like where they come up and you're like, oh, this is so obvious. You're just trying to creep. You're trying to hit on girls. Like, stop. He seemed nice. Like, he seemed like a really nice guy.
Actually, kind of a decent
That's the
conversation.
worst kind.
Yeah, like he seemed really decent, and then he just like, he would like put little, like he didn't do it all at once, like he would just do one thing, and then it just kept building and building. Like I was dating this girl at the time, and he was just like, can I get a hug? And instead of hugging her, he like lifted her up and like did all this
God.
stuff. And we were like, whoa, what are you doing? Like, stop. We told him to stop, and he just kept doing stuff. We had to get. We couldn't get him to leave. We were like, you gotta stop. And eventually, we got away from him. But he was doing that
We were
apparently
in
too long.
line, so we couldn't.
Yeah, we were
get
in
away
line.
from him.
The worst line ever.
But,
And that he did that kind of stuff to people that whole weekend. Like after I put out a story time
Oh,
about
no,
it.
that one girl, man, she had a great experience.
Oh yeah, one person did, but like after I put out a story time about that, I had so many people, probably like over 100 people in the comments being like, yeah, he did the same stuff to me. And so really wish that I'd have known that kind of stuff was happening and we would have said something to the con staff, but it's a little late now. But we're gonna be back next year, and if we see him doing anything, we'll probably say something immediately, because a lot of people said that he ruined their con, and that's just not cool, not acceptable at all.
What about you guys?
I won't say I had an awkward moment, but I guess I had a realization at a con. Apparently I talk in my sleep.
Yeah.
I didn't know I did this at home, so Cody did that story time about, what was that? Was that Ikasucon? That's probably another reason
It was
why Ikasucon was
Ikasucon
so bad.
and EvilCon. You did it at both of those.
But apparently I'm just really active when I'm sleeping.
He at Ikasukan, we were in the same bed, and he woke up, and he was like, he just looked at me. I swear his eyes were open, and he was like, bro, we gotta get Josh to the top floor. I don't know Josh, first of all. And we were on the top floor. So I was like, bro, what are you talking about? And he got really serious. He was like, bro, we've gotta get Josh to the top floor. And I was like, dude, go to bed. I don't know what you're doing. And like an hour later, he literally jumped out of the bed and was standing at the end of the bed and looked at me and was like, bro, we gotta get Josh to the top floor. I'm like, what are you doing? Go to bed. And then he didn't remember any of it the next day. You remember what he did at EvilCon?
I don't know what he did at EvilCon.
Something with a roller coaster
I
like that.
I don't remember.
No, I don't remember. He said something because he and I shared a bed at EvilCon. I couldn't tell you. He just was like speaking because I woke up and he said something and I went, what?
No, and then he said something else, and me and Katie both heard it, and we looked over at you, and you were like, what's happening? Help me.
I was still like really asleep myself. So like I woke up and I thought I was dreaming. I was like, why is Drew talking in my dream? Why am I dreaming about sleeping in the con room?
I just remember the look you gave us was like, you have no idea what's happening, and Drew's over there still talking.
I get really confused if I'm woken up like in like weird ways.
All right, Xavier, anything for you?
I'm really thinking of.
Haven't had an awkward. You haven't been to very many cons.
Yeah, I haven't been to that.
He hasn't
many.
had his awkward.
He's only had good experiences.
This is only your 4th con. Yeah, pretty sure. Crossroads, Compton, Lee, and here.
Yeah. What you said.
Just good experiences.
I
When
guess.
you go to Umicon, make it a big 5.
Nothing awkward ever happened
You guys have been one time.
to you. You guys have been one time. Yeah, we're gonna go
Just
this year and
acknowledge.
hate it.
Can I just take effect to acknowledge that Drew has candy just chilling with him right now?
I have a candy problem.
He didn't bring
Me too.
enough this weekend.
It
though.
was last weekend. What I bought like a mega bag from like Walmart, and that lasted us. But
I ate most of your trolley eggs.
yeah, I'm not happy with you about that.
You were the one that kept saying I could eat them.
Yeah, I know you're gonna go like crazy.
You needed that whole bag.
I wish I had an awkward moment at a con. I feel like that's not an awkward moment. I'm sitting here trying to.
I know
think of
kind of an
something.
awkward moment you had, man.
I don't want to
Bro.
say something and then offend somebody.
No,
It's-
you had. There was a girl at your first Matsuri-con who was
Oh my
wearing a
gosh,
TV.
no, that's gonna make me sound bad. Don't
Well,
tell
no.
that.
Okay, this girl was wearing.
I want to hear it.
I was a rookie.
She was wearing a TV on her head. Does anyone know what that is?
It's
Fully
aesthetic.
Cooley.
No, it wasn't fully coolly.
No.
It's just
we don't-
aesthetic.
It was like
It's just
that
aesthetic?
internet,
Yeah.
just
It's
Okay.
called, it's called like
whatever.
an object head or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
know.
well,
Keep
I
in
had
mind
never
that
seen it
I
either.
was very excited. It's the first time I had seen cosplay, and I was.
yeah, he didn't know what he was doing. Like, he doesn't know you
I
don't
didn't know the
touch
boundaries.
cosplay.
Since you're setting it up, this is gonna be funny.
Well,
wasn't that bad. It's not that
pretty
bad.
much, he just goes up and he's like, "Whoa, is there somebody in there?" And he like looks and he taps on it.
I tapped on her screen.
And I don't know. I think you were in the wrong
She
for sure.
karate
You
chopped
shouldn't
me.
have tapped on it.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure I was wrong.
but then she karate chopped it.
Karate-
like
like
hard.
the-
There
it
was like
hard.
a mark. She was like, boom! I was like, screaming.
Hey, I learned a lesson.
She screamed? I didn't know that.
She was like,
I don't
what are you
remember.
doing? Like,
Yeah.
and karate chopped him. She was really mad. And
There's somebody in there.
I mean, it maybe could have broke it, so I understand, but
I don't think I've touched a cosplay since.
yeah,
It's
Wow.
true. Every time you get a
Bad.
picture of the cosplay, you're like way over, like over here, like pointing.
yeah, you are like, there's the cosplayer. I might get karate chopped, so I'm not getting close.
Cosplay phobia through fear.
Bro, don't ever accidentally touch a death insulator.
Try my
He's
best.
got that karate chop.
Wow, Maka.
Man,
Um,
I have a lot of those moments though.
Yeah, he has a lot more awkward moments. He just
Yeah.
can't remember. I feel like he's got
sound
the
like
most
an idiot
of
in most of
everyone.
them. So
There's story times
Those
that
are the best
have-
ones.
Yeah.
I saw a hand over here.
Was it? Oh yeah.
I'm curious if any of your siblings do the cons. We're 3 generations that do them here.
Oh wow.
And
Dude, I'm jealous.
do you do family? I mean, do your parents or grandparents get them?
You want to go first?
You want to start?
No, the only person in my family, well, my uncle wants to start his own con. Like he's talked about it because he worked on Family Guy stuff, and he knows people, and he wants to get just start like an animation con. I don't know what he wants. He's got a lot of ideas that are dumb.
That sounds awesome.
But the only other person in my family that I've taken to a con, I guess my cousin Brianna, is my youngest sister Jada. I took her to the Indiana con this year. She cosplayed Bubbles. She's 9. Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls.
It was super cute.
It was. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna cry. She and she got to meet. Well, she got to go and meet Jenna Coleman because she loves Doctor Who. Like that's her and I thing. That's what we watch. And I took her to the panel and she was gonna ask her a question, and then right when we were probably from here to the wall, and they were like, all right, we gotta quit questions, and she started crying, and I was like, man, that sucks. So I took her to meet Todd Habercorn because she loves fairy tale, and made everything better because she got to lift up his arm and see his tattoo.
Any other family?
No.
No.
JC kind of acts like it, but JC is like, that's my other sister. She's almost 15. She's too cool for things.
My family, my little brother, like I talked about, the one who didn't want me to go to that first con, he goes to a ton of them, but he is kind of slowing down on it because I think he wants to go to college and he's saving money for school and everything. So that's
he's
good.
responsible.
Yeah, he wants to be responsible. I don't know, he's crazy, but
Responsibilities.
yeah. So he goes to cons, and him and his girlfriend, she lives with us, and she's basically part of the family. That's pretty much it. I mean, my parents think it's cool. They think it's really awesome what I'm doing, but they have no interest in actually going. I think my mom might think it was cool if she went because she doesn't watch anime, but she gets into some other nerd culture type things.
Marvel, DC.
Well, she watches things like Gotham,
Yeah,
Once
she-
Upon a Time, and Lost.
Yeah, like she gets into some things and she kind of stays up with what's going on. So I think she'd like a Comic-Con maybe, but not an anime con.
I see 2v2 since it's really pop culture.
But that's it. Nobody else. You guys?
My
No.
dad's into the comic books and everything, but that's about it.
He's into the comic books.
Sure.
My little brother, I could probably get him to go to one. He watches a lot of anime. He probably watches more than me now because he has nothing but time like that. But my dad, he's a gamer. He doesn't go to cons. My mom,
You gotta bring him sometime.
I don't know if I want to hang out with my little brother like that, man. Me and him clash. I'm gonna have to send him, just let him off the leash, just drop him off.
How old is your brother?
He's 18.
Aw, it's time to come.
Nah,
Yeah, he can go do his own thing.
Bro, I told you he
I was
can get along like
thinking
that.
Does he have friends who?
I think he has friends that watch anime
They can
with
come
him.
too. They can be in the room next door. They'll go do their own thing.
You're so nice.
He don't have no money. He don't have no money. I'd be ending up paying for his stuff.
Ooh.
That's why I don't know.
But yeah, that's about it.
So
Nobody really. I wish.
I guess the
had
answer is
more
no,
people.
honestly. I wish, like,
Every
it'd be
time
really cool.
Every time I see like families at a con with their kids and stuff, I'm just like,
It makes me
That's
so
what I'm gonna
happy,
be.
honestly.
Yeah, it's
Like,
Because it's
I
awesome.
love
It's
it.
great atmosphere and
Honestly, like, it's kind of embarrassing to admit this. What?
We love it.
Yeah,
That's
You
great.
know?
Like, well, I remember the only time, like, I actually got emotional once watching a masquerade because, like, a little girl with her family, like, her parents came up there and they were both in cosplay. And I was just like, man, that's really cool. Like, it hit me kind of hard. And I was like, I can't wait to do something like that sometime. Because that's definitely what I'm doing.
Because anime isn't my thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's, my daughter's thing. I'm more of, well, the other geeky nerd thing. And, more DC.
Yeah.
Who,
Hashtag Doctor
really
Who.
big Doctor Who. We'll see. There we
I'm
go.
the only one here that likes Doctor Who in this group.
I haven't given it a chance.
But
Sorry.
I've learned so much through her that I can sit through a panel. I can almost understand
Yeah.
what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's interesting to look around and see and get ideas
Mm-hmm.
for her, for myself, for the next con.
Yeah.
And
So it's always like always parents are like,
this has been probably the best experience as a family,
Wow.
besides a
That's
family
awesome.
reunion
Yeah.
that we've had. And it's
That's
just,
amazing.
that's
it's
awesome.
been a great bonding experience. I would recommend it to anybody.
Yeah, I would wish more people did it. I mean, I understand why some people, like,
Yeah.
especially when you're a teenager, don't want to hang out with your parents there, but I think, I do wish more people would, more parents especially at least, would give it a try.
At least come. I mean, if they're not gonna cosplay, I totally get that, because I didn't this year.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, they don't need to cosplay,
But just come and experience it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'd love my mom coming up one
Oh,
time just to
yeah.
be like, oh, this is why you do this.
Yeah, this is what you're doing. I get it now.
You're not here just wasting money.
I'm just glad that my parents are supportive though.
Yeah.
Like, instead of just being like, stop doing that, I don't understand,
My
like,
mom's
do something else.
Do something.
Trying to sell my dad.
Yeah.
My stepdad.
So my dad is like, he is so into that I'm on YouTube and everything. Like, he tells, like, when he goes to work, he works on people's RVs. People, like, old men who have no idea what anime is, he'll be like, no, my son records the conventions.
Great
Yeah.
dad. That's
He's so into it, and he's like giving out business cards for me,
Aw.
and they're like probably throwing them away, but I mean, it's cool how into it
It's
he is.
support.
Yeah.
My husband goes to work, he has no clue what anime is.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't, I mean, he really doesn't. But he talks about her stuff. He was talking about her going to con, what her costumes were. I'm pretty sure that probably 3 guys in that break room under the age of 30 knew what the hell he was talking about.
Yeah.
But, he was really proud. He helped with her costumes. He was really, supportive.
Mhm. That's great.
He looked at it, as a bonding thing.
It makes me sad when I see people whose parents like don't like it and want them to stop doing it just because they don't understand it. I know a lot of people like that whose parents are just totally against it, but they don't
I've seen
understand.
the older generation out there cosplaying, which
Oh,
I think
yeah.
is just, it's a riot, because it's how do you, the stuff that come up with
Mhm.
is, I remember that as a kid,
Mhm.
because some of them were from like the Dark Crystal, Jim Henson's era, and some of the animatronics that they had going on with their costumes.
I love seeing some of that stuff, like, because you don't see that stuff until they do it, and you're like, oh my god, I would have never thought
We
of
never
that.
thought of that.
Yeah. Does anybody else have any questions? Come on.
How did you guys start doing videos? Like, what gave you the idea to I'm gonna record a con?
All right, well, pretty much, I have always had an obsession with filming things.
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
know. I really don't know why. It started when I was a kid. We had this little camera in my house, and I forced my brother to act for me, and I would record him.
Get over
On
there.
a
Yeah.
Put this ball under your shirt and pretend you're a Barbie.
Oh my god, we did do that. We did a video called Sexy Barbie, and he danced on the pole, and then one of his boobs fell out. That was great. But you can see that stuff, it's all online. We've got another channel called SVR TV, if you want to look it up.
That's
and
old.
It's really old. That's us in high school, me and Dakota mostly.
Every once or twice a year, we're like, man, let's just do it again.
Yeah, we want to restart it.
We'll restart and be like, okay, here's the plan. And then
Because now we know how to make videos. We had no idea what we were doing back then. So they're super cringy. but they're really funny to watch if you know who we are. So, yeah, but anyway, so I always recorded stuff, and then we found out about YouTube, and I liked people like back in the day, like Smosh and Shane Dawson when they were like, and Niga Higa when they were like the top of YouTube, and we were like, well, let's just make a channel. So we made the SVR TV channel, and we did that for like 3 years, but we got up to like 20 subscribers because it's garbage. And we raised some more because we were gonna make a comeback, and I advertised it, and so we got some, but then we never did anything.
Yeah, we made a whole like comeback trailer.
We made like fake interviews. We were like, yeah, I'm pretty excited about season 2. It's gonna be awesome.
I was not as good for the interview thing as you were.
I was into it.
Yeah, you were like, well, they'll fire me if I talk about this.
Yeah, I was like, they're gonna fire me.
Who's gonna fire you? It's me and you.
But so we did that, and then I stopped doing that, and we started training. Me and Xavier, and Dakota was in it for a little bit, and Drew actually hit it a little. We all got, but especially me and Xavier and some other friends, we got really into parkour and free running, which we did for a while, and we still train it. I just haven't been able to.
We want to. It's like,
we
man, we
want
should
to.
do it.
We're just
Wait.
always so busy.
Just do it.
Yeah.
do it.
But we trained parkour and free running for well, like
You.
no, it was like 2.5 maybe
It was a
before we
long
stopped.
time.
Yeah, and
We
so
hit it hard that first year though.
we were hitting it really hard.
We were like every other day.
That's
Hey,
the best shape
let's
I've
go.
ever been in when I was doing parkour.
Same.
But so I recorded that. Because we wanted to make awesome videos for it. So we have another channel if you want to look it up called Those Crazy Kids. I
Some
don't know, did I
numbers.
change it?
No,
Yeah, Those
no.
Crazy Kids 122. And we have parkour videos on there if you want to watch some really cringy parkour. And so I recorded those and made those videos, and that was other than AMVs, because I also had a channel called AMV God 100 where I made
This
AMVs.
dude is like, I was thinking about this last night. You're always like, I have an idea for a thing that I want to do. Should I put it on my channel? No, I'll just make a whole
I've
separate
literally
channel.
got probably 8 channels, but so I've done AMVs. That's where I first started getting my music video practice, and then with parkour, I started practicing making music videos.
And editing. You
Yeah.
started doing a
Yeah, I
lot
started
of
doing much more editing. I got out of Movie Maker and started using actual editing programs, and that's where I learned. If I wouldn't have done the parkour videos, I probably wouldn't be able to do convention reviews because that's where I learned a lot of stuff.
The best edit you've ever done is Nate.
Oh,
Jeff
yeah.
doing the front flip off that
Oh,
tape.
everybody,
I remember
everybody here knows Nate, right?
Does anyone know Nate who comes to cons on our videos?
Yeah.
Okay. So, there's a clip of him trying to do a front flip off
Oh
of
my
a
God,
table.
He didn't
It's like
make
a
it.
wooden
Nate's a
lunch
big
table.
guy, so
He landed right on his back.
He just like
and Nate already has back problems.
Here's the table, and this is Nate. He just goes.
And because I'm a jerk, I took that footage and just made him hit the ground like 50 times. Yeah, I looked that up. But then, okay, finally, coming around to how I got to conventions, we went to Anime Crossroads, and I had my camera from recording parkour, because that's right when we were doing parkour. And I was like, I love to record everything, I'm just going to record this, and I don't know where I'm going to put it, but we'll just record it. And all I did was just some kind of like really not that great vlogs. They're still on the Convention Reviews channel if you go all the way back, and just uploaded them. They got like no views. But the couple of people that watched it were like, oh, this was kind of cool. So the next year when I went back, I waited a whole year. No, we went to ASIN. We went to ASIN because they told us LMC was going to be there, and I'm an LMC fan, but we couldn't get in. I came and recorded that,
And that's a whole
but I lost all that footage. So because of that, I was like, well, I'm not going to do stuff with cons anymore. And then I recorded Crossroads again and just uploaded random stuff. Then what started Convention Reviews is for parkour. It all kinds of goes back to the parkour channel. I wanted to do reviews of spots, because in parkour it's all about finding a good spot to train at
Oh, yeah.
that has a lot of stuff. So yeah, they tore it down. So I was doing Oakland, yeah.
Dude, it's
So I was doing
it's so bad now.
reviews for spots for parkour, and people were like, this is cool, and I was getting subs really fast. Then Anime Midwest 2013, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do that for a con. Like, why not? And I also watched a channel called Joygasm, who I liked his music videos a lot. I didn't even know people did cosplay music videos. I had no idea. And so I was like, I'm just going to do a music video too. So I just started doing this stuff, and then found out later that it's already a huge thing. I didn't know people did vlogs. I'd never seen Deja Vu D or anybody. And so I just started randomly doing it and then found out that this whole community already existed. And that's today. Long story, but yeah, I've just messed with cameras for a long time. All right, any other questions?
What's your shirt?
Who?
You, yeah, with the
Green?
bow in your hair.
Oh,
I
that's
love
amazing.
that. That is amazing.
I need that in my mind.
I saw the yellow and Super Galaxy. I was like, is
That's really awesome.
that was really cool.
All right, questions, guys? Anything? If not, it's just gonna be
It's just gonna be us sitting
awkward
here staring at
silence
you.
for the next 20 minutes.
Squad.
The pressure.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What would each of you review this con as?
Ooh. Top secret. No, I'm just kidding.
Of what our, like, he'll have the actual review come out, so his final score. But for me, I would give this con this year, I'd say about an 8, 8.5 maybe.
Really?
Yeah. I had a really good time this year. The only problem I found this year, for me,
Low staff?
yeah, was low staff.
Yeah, I got away with a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
we're
had
sneaking
people
around
walking
now.
around with volunteer signs saying, "Do you want to be a volunteer?" It's like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Nah,
I
that's
saw
never
that.
a good sign, but
Yeah.
So you're at 8, 8.5?
I think it made it worse when it was a
8.5
Cubase picture on the sign.
Yeah. I'm not totally sure where I'm at right now. Every con I write everything that happens down and then look at it all later and figure it out. But I'm feeling like I'm, for a score, probably high 8 or low 9. I'm not sure where we're at, but I had a really good time. So it's going to be a higher score for sure. 8? Drew,
Solid 8.
you said you liked it better than MomoCon, and you gave MomoCon higher than an 8.
No, I'm living the moment.
he's more
man.
experienced now.
I live in the moment, dude. MomoCon was cool, and then I got here and I was like, well, this is cooler than MomoCon. You have to ask MomoCon, Drew.
Ask MomoCon, Drew.
We'll just go back in time.
I'll give it an 8.
I give it a 7 and 15/16.
Are you kidding?
You're right, an 8.
An 8? Man, I feel like it's higher than an 8.
The rave was really
Maybe I'm
okay.
being
Dude, the
biased.
rave 5.
I
The rave
was-
was awesome.
I was
Last
too
night's
hyped
rave?
for the rave last night, and I went in there, and I was disappointed. So I was like,
Friday night's rave was better.
I thought it was great
Shots
both
fired.
nights.
I thought the music last night was not as great.
I thought it was all good.
Great.
I don't
There
know.
were like pieces where it was great.
Yeah.
You stayed the entire time just to get a little piece of goodness.
Yeah, last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there was some good stuff in there for sure.
like it was good. It's just I couldn't get into it because he would start playing some stuff good, and then it would get like low and like chill, and then he'd build it back up, and like
You keep doing it over and over.
that kills
and
the
over.
vibe, man.
You guys
But-
should really watch my rave video from Friday to see Xavier as a
Oh my
he
God.
was I've never seen him act like that. He
I was-
lost his mind.
I don't know what happened, man.
I don't know that
I just got
Xavier.
right in front of the DJ. I was like, "Let's go."
That Xavier scares me.
I meant,
I can't wait
shout
to
out.
see it.
Oh
shout
my
out.
god, he went on stage and took the GoPro and was like, "Ah!" like running around everywhere.
There was some dude, I don't know who it was, never caught his name, but man, me and him were going hard. We kept looking at each other and like yelling and shaking each other.
You had a
Shaking
rave
each other?
party.
Yeah, but then he disappeared, and then some other guy came up,
Started
and we
shaking.
started singing when they started putting all the song, like the actual lyrics in. We were yelling at each other the words.
Oh my god. That sounds like when me and Drew were at Monterey. We weren't going that crazy, but we were like anytime there would be lyrics, we'd like look at each other and be like singing. But yeah. Any other questions? Oh man, now we got him.
Okay, let's
we'll
go
get you
Kevin, since-
Kevin.
Since we'll get you.
Do you guys have any minor rants that you had at this con at all? I have
At
a couple.
this con?
Yeah, I have a couple.
minor rants?
I've got one,
Rants.
but like a rant.
Yeah. It's like
Um,
maybe if it's minor, if it's major. Was there, low staff? That's one.
I have one, but it doesn't have to do with the con itself. It has to do with the hotel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to
That
hear
goes
it?
too.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Hotel con,
I'm making a
whatever.
video later about it anyway, but
You heard it here first.
basically when we got here on Friday at the hotel, the guy was like, okay, we need your card for the room. And I was like, okay, I'll give it to him because they normally do incidentals or whatever.
Yeah.
Take a little money out in case you break anything in the room. But I told him we're paying for the actual stay with cash because I didn't have the money on my card. And he was like, okay, that's cool, that's fine. And he said, but we'll have to pay it at the end when we leave. And I was like, can we just pay it now? And he said, no, you just pay it when you leave, when you check out. And I was like, well, okay, sure, whatever. And then, so we go, we're doing the con, and then last night, right before the Kigu party, we get this note in front of our door that says that my card will not take the whole payment, and we need to go down to the front desk. So we go down, and they were like getting all tough with me. They were like, yeah, you're gonna need to pay the rest of the money. You're gonna have to find it somewhere. And we were like, well, I've got it all literally right here. I told the dude I was gonna pay it in cash, and he told me to pay it at the end, and then you guys tried to charge my card. So they took the money off my card. I have like 0 in my bank now, and I have to wait 3 business days for it to come back, and I still had to pay them all the cash I have. So I'm completely broke right now.
They literally stole your money.
Well, it's supposed to come back, and if it doesn't, we're gonna figure it out. But
Was that the Hyatt?
yeah, the Hyatt. Well, we've been here 6 times now, and this has never happened.
5 times.
Well, yeah, one time we didn't stay here. 5 times, and this never happened to us. So it's really like out of nowhere. But as soon as I pulled out the cash, her attitude completely changed. She was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry that happened to you. You should have just taken the money right there." And I was like, "Yeah, you should have."
I saw the money.
Yeah, this needs to talk.
Yeah. So I was pretty unhappy with that, but at least we got it worked out. Hopefully the money goes back in, but if not, we're gonna get a call.
Keep the receipt.
Yeah, we're keeping the receipt for sure.
What was your question?
I was going to ask, like, now that you're more experienced on reviewing, is there any, like, conventions you would change the review of?
Oh yeah, for sure. Probably Anime Crossroads, the first time you went. I'd probably make it maybe a little lower. I think I gave it like an 8 something. Or maybe I gave it a 7.
I think it was
Maybe
like
it's
a
where it's
7.
at. Maybe it's where I want it. But I would change Ikasukan, because Ikasukan, I know we keep talking about it, but they get in your head there, okay? Like everyone there is from around that area, and it's the only con, not for everybody, but for most of the people we talk to, it's the only con they would go to ever. So they were like, yeah, this is the best ever, we love it. And so you get in your mind, you're like, yeah, I guess it's cool. Like, we love it. And I went and did the review, and I gave it a 7, which I looked back immediately, and I was like, no, that was a mistake. So I put an annotation on it that says that I know I gave it a 7, but this is more like a 6, maybe between 5 and 6 somewhere. I would love to go back. I don't want to go back to that con, but I would love to change that score. And then maybe Ramen Con also. I didn't love that con, but I feel like I gave it a little bit too low. They did do some things right but it was back in the beginning when I didn't know what I was doing. And the first time I reviewed here, because I had literally been to 3 cons, I had no idea what I was doing at all. I was like, I'm just gonna do it.
The video is 12 minutes long.
Yeah, I don't ever make reviews that long anymore. And I gave it a 6, and because, well, there were a lot of problems in 2013. There were like autograph problems with people charging for autographs when the con wasn't allowing it. There was like really, really late panels for just like normal, everyday panels. Like there was a lot of stuff. I can't remember it all, but it wasn't a 6.
I would say it was about a 7.
Yeah, maybe a 7. It's whatever. That review's garbage. Nobody watches it anymore.
I'm gonna go back and watch it and share it everywhere.
No, I went back and watched it once, and I was like, whoa. I'm so monotone. I clearly have no idea how to talk into a mic.
The mic is
like, yeah, and I put fairy tale music over the back of it. I don't know. It was bad. And I just did these really cheesy effects that would pop up.
Oh, who's been touching this mic?
I bet there's no one else on that mic over time. Any other questions?
You guys didn't have a problem.
Oh.
You guys didn't have a problem with the game room at all in any way, did you?
This year?
Yes, Rock Band was in there.
Yeah, we really like Rock Band and Guitar Hero, but
There was Guitar Hero. They got Guitar Hero in there eventually.
One guitar.
Yeah, there was Guitar Hero in there when I went.
No, it was just a single
It
guitar.
doesn't count.
Oh yeah. Dude, they had the Miku game though. They put that in there in the corner.
I think my thoughts on the game room is that it is better than it has been previous years, but it's still not exactly where I would want it at. But it was good. I had a good time there.
What was it, Ryan, the commentator, was asking you?
He was asking me about
the game?
Yeah, he asked me about the game room.
Honestly,
it's good, but just compared to, I hate to compare, but compared to a lot of the cons we've been to this year, it's really small.
Anime Milwaukee's game room.
And Yumacon's game room, Momocon.
Yes. Momocon's game room sucked.
Momocon's game room was weird.
Why?
It was just, it was set up really strange, and they had a lot of arcade games that
was cool.
They had to turn off, like they would only let them run for like 30 minutes, and then they turn them off and be like, well, they're old, they gotta rest. So nobody can play them.
They need their booty sleep.
Yeah, that was weird. But do you guys like the game room?
The arcade.
I would say Double Dash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Bloodborne.
I played
We played nonstop on that drum game.
Dude, that drum game was
That
stuff.
drum game is gonna be a workout.
I love that game.
Is that the Taiko drum?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Taiko drum.
Man,
It's
I don't
on the
read
PS2
Japanese.
if you need a copy of it.
PS2?
Yeah, it's on the PS2, but it has like a peripheral.
It has a drum?
Yeah.
Dude.
You just changed my life.
It's like
Me
an
and-
Afro game.
Me and Cody tried it on Expert. That was a mistake.
Yeah, we went to Expert. We're gonna stick with hard.
Yeah, hard. We were like, we hit half of the notes. That's decent. Man, we were all expert. Like at one point, we both just like chilled there for a second. We were like, okay, trying again.
Yeah, I had to stop and like figure it out.
I want to see someone be able to do it on Expert. Just
We did. There was a dude in front of us.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I was there. I mean, I was there.
Any other burning questions? We've got 10 minutes left.
Let's go
If-
Taiko drum master.
I know. Yeah.
How would you compare this convention to other conventions that utilize the same venue, like Anime Central?
That's a good question.
A lot of you, I don't know, most people I talk to about this disagree with my opinion on this, but I personally like Midwest better than Anime Central. Mostly because, just personally, I like this size better. Anime Central, I feel like, has gotten a little too big, especially, not for this occasion, but I feel like they need to open up the rest of the convention center, honestly, if they can, because it's so crowded in there. And you go to other cons that are also big, maybe not as big as Central, but they'll use, I've been to other cons that are smaller that use a bigger venue, and it's like, just please open it up. And I also think Central should become a 4-day con,
Yes.
because
Yeah.
it's getting that big. And I actually talked to them about it, and they said that they've been throwing it around, but it's going to happen. It's not going to be for a few years for sure.
It's so overwhelming because
Well,
there's so
it-
many people.
there was
There's
like-
nothing to do. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
There's no
there's-
good panels.
There's so many people that the good panels you can't get into.
Yeah.
And
Unless you wait in line and
They
miss
probably
a
have this
bunch of
hotel
other
booked for the
ones.
next couple of years, which is
Or
why-
you have platinum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or platinum. The other thing I really think that Anime Central needs to do is they need to take the Anime Expo approach, and which is you can buy a cheaper badge to just go in the dealer's room and not do anything else. Because a lot of people come to Central just for that dealer's room.
Has anybody, who's been to Anime Central?
Yeah,
18 years so far.
that's awesome.
You can, so you guys can vouch for that deal. It is
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
level.
If
Yeah.
it was less
I love
crowded,
it.
it would be like
That's
1,000
what-
times awesome, but it's so crowded in there.
They use that whole area though. I
I
mean,
mean,
That's why I bring all my money for is for East.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Save all year just for East.
I would love that if I could just go, just chill in the or the dealer room the whole time, and just come back, only go to the hotel. And
yeah, like make a cheaper badge because I know there's a lot of people.
Because
who
I don't go to
just
too many
for it.
panels anymore.
Especially at ASIN because you can't really.
I
get
know if there was a
in.
real panel I wanted to go to, I could borrow like you or Nate or somebody's badge. And be like, hey.
And the rave bothers me at ASIN. It's a great rave if you can get in. Like,
If you can.
Yeah.
yeah.
The soap bubble.
There was like a problem with ASEN. They had a Final Fantasy Symphony here, and it was like the most problematic thing.
We were here that year.
That was
It
last
was,
year.
it was like it was this year too.
Oh, they had it this year too?
Yeah. We tried lining up, and oh, you gotta be 20 minutes before. So we sat at the tables in the lobby over there for like 4 hours waiting.
Ooh.
And then it's like, because I really wanted to go, it's my favorite
Yeah.
series. And then like 30 minutes before, they tell us we can go in the line, and they know we've been there, and we look, and there's like 300 people out the door in line.
Yeah, stuff like.
And we got to the end, and they're clicking, and they're like, get right behind me and my friend, and they're like, 500, that's the limit.
So
And then
you
we all
just
got
made
in.
it?
No, we
You
all
made-
got in.
Oh, okay.
Everyone in the line got in.
Oh,
Nice.
that's I don't
That's
know.
the-
I don't know. I don't hate ASIN, but
I love your retire,
oh, that's I saw you yesterday.
by the way.
You were like the bear or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Red Panda. Red Panda swag. Red Panda's on fleek.
You can only say that for eyebrows.
Yeah, but anyway, about ASIN, I don't know. I love ASIN. Don't get me wrong. I just compared to this one, I like the size better, and I'm gonna be sad, honestly, because I feel like in probably 10 years, this is gonna be like ASIN. More people
Oh,
come
God.
every year.
Yeah.
Like, it's only a matter of time.
So cherish this moment you get here right now.
I wish I cherished ASIN before it got so bad. Cause
That's
even,
why
it's
I
like
like-
I'm even like debating if I want to keep going or not.
Right.
It's like I've been every year since started.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to continue though, because it's gotten so bad.
That's why I like this con is because it's like you can, it's kind of like ASIN before it got too big. Like you can
Yeah.
experience when it was like really in its prime.
The panel thing is ridiculous because just 2 panels alone can get a free badge. That's why so many people tried putting out panels.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And there's no downtime between panels.
Oh
Like,
no,
one panel ends,
not
the
at
next
all.
panel starts.
All
Yeah.
are not.
Yeah, it's a rush to even get like just like set up and leave because I've won panels the past 2 ASINs and I can just barely get in and out. I have to literally cut out like a lot of my panel just so I have time to get ready.
Oh man.
It's
They're so
I think it's a
restrictive
problem
on
when
the
you have
panels that they
to
do put.
cut out of the last 10 minutes to
It's,
get to
it
another
has to be
panel.
on
So
Yeah.
you can be in
Japanese
line.
media and
Yeah.
like that.
And if you have anything more
It's
than
hard to
just
get
like
into that.
this, like, you know, speakers, projection board, projector, you're like screwed. Because like you can't set it up, you can't tear it down before the next panel starts.
Yeah.
And then, you know, as she said, you got to cut out of the panel 10 minutes early to even get in the line for another panel that's across the building.
You gotta pick and choose your panels, yeah.
All right. Does anybody have any questions? We got 5 minutes, so we'll try and make them quick. Yeah, purple.
What's your favorite anime and why?
My favorite anime is One Piece because I've watched it since I was really young, and I'm a huge fan of pirates. I love pirates, and I love adventure anime. So, I don't know. I just love One Piece. I'll pick it over anything. If I can only watch one anime, it'd be One Piece. I love other anime too, like almost as much. But if I had to pick, it's One Piece.
For a long time, for me, it was Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and Gurren Lagann. And I still go back and forth, but I think right now my current favorite is Baccano.
Yeah, Baccano's
If you haven't
great.
seen Baccano, you should go check it out. If you ever watch Lost, it's full of plot twists and flashbacks and all kinds of just
All right.
really cool
Drew.
things.
I'm gonna Xavier go.
I gotta say it's probably a tie between Sword Art and Gurren Lagann.
Ah, Gurren.
But I think Gurren's got like just a slight nudge over it because that was my first one, and that was a hell of a first one. It was. I remember that was my first. My friend was like, "Hey man," because Chris showed Michael. And Michael's like, "Man, watch this show with me. I don't know what it's about." So we were just watching it. We marathoned it. We did not stop.
Yeah, I watched all of it in like 2 days.
I was just like, we were yelling.
I've seen it 6 times, I think.
We were
4 times.
I need to stop telling you.
Drew?
I don't have a favorite, dude. Every season I get,
Oh yeah, Drew's always like, oh, I like this one
one's
now.
good. I can't just go back to one and say, oh, that's my favorite. Because every season I find one that's just mind-boggling. It's great.
All right, other questions really fast? Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Were you able to get into any other panels besides, your own?
This weekend?
You know, I had a
Yeah.
really hard time getting into this panel.
But-
The line was crazy.
The thing you have to know is that we have press passes, so we kind of don't.
We're basically
Yeah.
we're basically legit.
Well, like, so we just cut the line.
Which
But it looked difficult to get into some of them.
Uh-huh. Couldn't get into
Lines
the
were
4-star
huge.
one.
Couldn't get in.
Oh, that was a big panel.
I do think I'm gonna
That's
talk
a
about. They need to make a bigger main event room, I think.
Well, I mean, like, they took the masquerade and put it in the smallest ballroom possible.
Yeah, that was weird. They should have put it in the other one.
Same thing they sent. They took the Rosemont Ballroom for the symphony.
Really?
Yeah, they used the Rosemont Ballroom.
That's weird. Okay, well,
What were
I
all these
remember,
drastic
I
changes
just wanted to
for?
mention one thing, is that the K-pop panels that I went to and everything like that, there was like audio problems. Is that something, when you guys have panels and stuff like that, is that something you guys take care of, or does the convention have it?
this is our first panel. We have no idea.
I know, cause.
We just
I don't know, that was a-
we just
We
walked
showed up
in
and it was
and
great.
all set up.
we went like,
It was like
Are
Santa
these
came
on?
and just
I wish it was like that for them.
They were like, people can show up now.
And some got canceled. Like,
When we were at Anime Crossroads, we had a big problem with the panel getting set up. They did not help at all
Yeah.
because my ex, she was my girlfriend at the time, was doing a panel and she needed a projector and all this stuff, and they told her they had them and then they didn't have what they said they had. But we gotta wrap the panel up, guys. If anybody, we're gonna go out into the con suite area. We've got buttons that you can only get if you see us at the con that we'll give out if you want them. And if anybody wants pictures or to just come say hi and talk to us personally for a second, you can. But yeah, we'll just be right out there if you want to. So thank you guys so much for coming. We made this first panel a great success.